Hello there, this is the daily video for July 12th. So yesterday you learned 4 new vocabulary words. They were population, sample, parameter, and statistic. And we've started to talk about the idea of statistical inference. And what we're trying to do is researchers have a population that they're interested in learning about. And what they want to learn about that population is what we call the parameter. So the parameter is that characteristic of the population we're trying to find out. Unfortunately, the parameter is usually either very large or very hard to actually inspect every element, so we can't calculate the parameter. Instead, what we do is we take a sample from it, and so that sample is some sub-piece of the population. So maybe if I'm interested in all Americans, I talk to 100 Americans. And what I do is I calculate the statistic from the sample. And what we're going to eventually learn how to do is to use that statistic to learn about the parameter, the thing we're really interested in. Now, today what we're going to start doing is we're going to start looking at how to actually take that sample from the population. How we select the sample from the population really dictates what type of inference we can make, and that selection of the sample is very important. And what you're going to find out today is it's really easy to take bad samples. And if you take a bad sample, you really can't use the statistic to learn about the parameter. It's really hard to take good samples. It takes a lot of work. And so in order to really use that statistic to learn about the parameter, we need a good sample. And how we're going to define a sample being good is it's selected using randomization. So again, we're going to use this word random again. If you'll recall previously, I had talked about how important that word random is. Now, one thing I kind of want to note at this point, because I've seen this on some of your papers, is a lot of people instantly want to critique sample size. They want to say, oh, you only took a sample of 100 people. There's no way you could use that to learn about the population. Well, that's actually incorrect. If you take a sample correctly and you take a good sample, depending on other factors, 100 may be more than enough to learn. So at this point, I kind of want to shy away from any conversation about sample size. We'll talk a little bit about sample size later on. But for right now, what I really want to focus on is how the sample is selected. And so you're going to look at several examples from the workbook today. We're going to look at how samples are selected, how we take good samples using randomization, and then we'll look at a couple other type of samples that can be taken, and you'll hopefully see some of the issues with those other types. Now, one thing we're going to look at today in Beyond the Numbers 2.7 is the idea of online reviews. Now, probably most of you, have bought things online and you use online reviews to help you make your choices. But it actually ends up that you have to be really careful with using online reviews because a lot of times they're actually made by computers or they're not being honest. And, so learning about those online reviews. Because if you think about it, when you go to purchase a product, really what you're doing is you're saying, all right, if I could ask everyone that's ever used this product before what they think about it. So think of it this way. Everybody that's ever used the product, that's a population, and how many of them liked the product or thought it was good, we can think of that as a parameter. Obviously, you can't ask everyone that's ever used the product, but what you can do is you can go to the online reviews. And those online reviews are a sample of people that have used this product and they've rated it. And so that average rating from those people, that's a statistic. And so every time you use an online review, you really are using a statistic to try to learn about a parameter, where the parameter in this case is how many people really want to use this product. So keep that in mind when you go to work on Beyond the Numbers 2.7. So like I said, we're going to look at online reviews. And I found this interesting website that I'm going to offer for you all some bonus points, and I'm going to put the link below the video. But what this website is sorry, I'm going to it on my other computer here. Cornell University, they have created a computer program that tries to spot fake online reviews. And so these are online reviews about hotels. And so what I'm going to have you do is write a fake review for a hotel, and we're going to see if the program can catch it. So do this, after you've gotten today's work done, but I thought this was kind of neat. And so when you go to the website, what you're going to see is there's a box, and in that box, you're going to type your review. So what I'd like you to do is write a fake review that's at minimum 3 sentences long. So it does have to have a little bit of length to it, but write a review that's 3 sentences long. You can write it about any hotel. You don't have to have been there before, because remember, this is a fake review. So you're going to fake review a hotel and you're going to make it 3 sentences long. And then underneath that box, it's going to say optional, I know this review is real or fake. Go ahead and click fake. That's not going to hurt the results, and that's actually going to help them make their program better. So click fake, and then you're going to click test it. And you're going to see, were you able to fool the computer program, or did the computer program pick up on the fact you're writing a fake review? So again, your review has to be at minimum 3 sentences long. It doesn't matter if the program catches it or not. Either way, you're still going to get the bonus points. So what you're going to do is you're going to enter this, you're going to click test, and it's going to come back. For the bonus points, by tomorrow, July 13th, 6 p.m., I'd like you to email me a screenshot of the results showing whether or not it was able to catch your fake review. And if you do this, I'll give you 3 bonus points on the next exam. And please remember, if you're going to please do take a screenshot. Please don't take any pictures of your computer with your cell phone. I do want this to be an actual screenshot so that it's easy for me to read. And so this will kind of show you one way that they use computer algorithms to test for fake reviews. And in Beyond the Numbers 2.7, they're also going to talk about something similar, although in 2.7 they're talking about Amazon reviews, not hotel reviews. So as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. That's what I'm here for, and I will talk to you later.